All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Zoom, Facebook Live, and Instagram Live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our fifth call of the Body series. And before I actually start talking about the topic that we have for tonight, I just want to thank you all. Thank you all for being here, for hopping on every night, for being with us, and for actually asking the questions that you do, and for bringing forward what's limiting you from creating a life that you know is possible. And thank you for asking for a different way with your bodies. Thank you for asking for a different way with creation. So today's conversation is bodies and plagiarism. How many of you have heard of this term, of not just as a term, but an access recently? Have a few of you have heard of this term? Any of you? Yes, yes, okay, yes, no, yes, awesome, all right. So plagiarism is that area of, it's, to put it really simply, how I understand it and how I get to know where I'm plagiarizing my life is where I see where I am copy pasting my life. You know, copy paste is plagiarizing. Copy paste is stealing, which is plagiarizing. Hello, Sugandha. So how many of you are plagiarizing your bodies based on what other people's bodies look like, be like, everything that is? Would you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock on 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. When you are plagiarizing your bodies based on what other people's bodies look like, you're going to be plagiarizing it from the space of literally copy paste. So if dad has diabetes, you're going to copy paste that as yours. If mom has migraine, you're going to copy paste that as yours. If dad or grandfather or grandmother had obesity, you're going to copy paste that as yours. And everywhere that you know you're admiring it from a space of, but I can't have that, you're going to copy pasting it. You're going to the need to have it that has you stealing it and making it yours. But each time that you plagiarize something, whether it's your financial reality, whether it's your body, whether it's your relationship, or whatever you are plagiarizing, each time that you plagiarize, you create a limitation. You never create greater with plagiarizing. You're always creating a limitation with plagiarizing. And what if all the limitations that you are looking to changing in your life, all the limitations that you are aware of, is the result of the plagiarizing that you have been doing up until now? And what can change if you acknowledged that you're plagiarizing and you decided, not from a space of, I am deciding to do this now, but actually choosing to give it up? Because when you give up the plagiarizing, when you destroy and uncreate that, is when you actually have choice to create your life the way you would like it to be. Not from a space of copy pasting someone else's life and somebody else's body as yours, but actually creating your body, creating your life, creating your financial reality, creating your business from that space. What if the only thing that's really true, friends, for each one of you here today is that you are a constant state, constant energy of transformation? What if that is what's true for you? And if you are the constant energy of transformation, is plagiarism true for you, or is it a lie that you bought? So all the lies that you bought of plagiarism that has you plagiarizing your life, your body, your financial reality, your business, your relationships, based on other people's lives, bodies, relationships, business, and financial realities, would you all now please revoke, recant, reclaim, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all times a godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock on 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. So how many limitations are you creating with the plagiarizing of other people's bodies that you are choosing? Everything that is, would you please destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock on 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. So I'm inviting you all here to a different way of being with your bodies, where there is no plagiarism, where there is no copy. You know, copying is always a copy. It's never an original. And a copy will always be less than an original. So are you happy living your life as a plagiarized reality, creating your body as a plagiarized body? Or would you rather choose to create it as something different, something unique, as a constant energy of transformation that you truly be? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock on 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. When you're constantly, I see your question, your hand up, darling, I will just come to you. When you are in constant, when you acknowledge that you're a constant energy of transformation, you're willing to transform by trusting the process. But when you go into, oh my God, why is this changing now? Oh my God, this is not right. It should stop. I have to maintain this. It must stop now. Now you've gone into trying to control what is true for you. Because what is true for you is constant energy of transformation, friends. And for you to recognize this with your bodies, with your money flows, with your business, with your relationships, is very relevant for you to create a life that is different and unique and you. Everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, and to receive that. Would you all destroy and uncreate that, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock on 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Yes, my dear. Pragya.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for doing this series.
Oh, thank you for being on, love. Thank you.
So I wanted to know that when we see somebody creating something or having something, and in our reality that wasn't possible or we didn't know of. So when we see something like that and we find that as fun or whatever, so we ask that, okay, that is that also plagiarizing?
Lovely. I love that question. So Pragya is asking that when when we see something, I'm just going to say I instead of the we, yeah. So she says, when I see something in somebody's world and I'm like, wow, that, I'd like to have that. And I go into, looking at that and wanting to create that, is that also plagiarizing or is that something else? When you look at it and you're inspired by it, and you ask, okay, what is my way of creating that? Now you're inspired by an energy that exists, that's here to show you this is possible, but you're not plagiarizing it when you're not trying to copy it ditto. Plagiarizing is when you have a point of view that this is the way to do it. Every time you go into, this is the way to do it. Every time you go into, this is how I have to have it, you are going to try and plagiarize that. Okay. But when you're inspired by an energy, when you look at something and you'll be like, wow, I love the way that woman has created her life, or I love the way that woman creates her body. Or whatever you're inspired by, you're like, oh, I'll have that too, universe. Now you're asking to be that energy by acknowledging that you already have that energy in your world. But when you're saying that I'll have that, you're asking for more of that to show up in your world. So now you can actually embrace it and have it show up your way. That's the difference, right? When you acknowledge an energy that inspires you, and you get, you're like, oh, I love that, and now you want to be that. Now when you recognize and acknowledge that that is the energy for them, and how different is it for me, right? So don't go into copying something, don't go into copy pasting your life, don't go into oh, she has this, so I must do this, or she does it this way, so I must do it this way. Don't go into that, because everywhere you're trying to find a format or a pattern or a way of doing something, you're looking to plagiarizing your life. But be present with the inspiration, be present with what inspires you, be present with the energy that turns your body on, and now ask to have that as your reality. Okay, did that give you more clarity, Pragya? Awesome. How does it get any better? Wonderful. So do we have any more questions around plagiarism? It's a big word. All right. So I would highly recommend a few things here, lovelies. Thank you, first and foremost, once again, for being here for these 5 days and for our conversations around bodies, around different topics, around how you can have, what can you be now that's so different, so unique, that has your body showing up the way you would like it to. And now from this space, I'd really like to invite you all to getting your bars run, to getting body processes run. Body processes are designed to heal areas of your life where you've locked in limitations as a reality. You've locked in limitations as a problem. It's like, if someone's locked in, say, for instance, inability to move, or locked in, say, or locked in, say, a financial issue, or locked in a relationship problem, or locked in diabetes or migraine or fibromyalgia or something like that. That's a massive limitation that you've chosen to actually make your body limited, and you're choosing the inability to receive with that limitation. So I'm inviting you all to get body processes run. So when you get your body processes run, when you get your bars run, receiving opens up. The area of your life, wherever you have that blockage in your body, that starts to melt. And when space starts to get created, now you have choice. How different is today's topic to BMM or mimicking? Yes, thank you, Jasmine. That's a great question, darling. So BMM is biomimicry, biomimetic mimicry, which we all learn in the foundation, which we teach you in the foundation class. You can also learn it as an individual body process. Biomimetic mimicry is where you mimic someone to create that as your reality. Plagiarizing is where you copy paste it. Is it similar? Yes, it is. Does plagiarizing include biomimicking? Yes, it does. So when you're actually looking at plagiarizing and you're undoing everywhere that you've been plagiarizing your life, you're also undoing the biomimicking that you've been doing up until now. And yes, you are the lock, you are the key. Absolutely. It's that one, Sugandha. So it's also about your recognizing that you have choice every moment of your life to change something. You also have choice to hold on to not changing and to no transformation. So it's about, what are you choosing now? Now that you have this information, what are you choosing? And a lot of times people are like, but I'm choosing different, it's not happening. You've got to recognize nothing happens to you. You're welcome, Jasmine. You got to look at nothing really happens to you. You choose it. Yes, Sunana?
Hi, so something really crazy has been going on. Yesterday, I think everyone in the house, especially in this main house here, like my niece, me, my mother, everybody's like, somebody's saying, I've got acidity. The other one saying, I've got this whole bloatedness. The other one saying, I've got uncomfortable. It's literally going on like that.
Thank you. So, tell me.
No, so I said I must share that because even I came back home right now, and again I started with that same uncomfortable stomach and all. It's been on and off, but
yeah. So Sunaina's saying that yesterday her mom, her niece, she and everybody else in the house had a lot of acidity, bloatedness, a lot of discomfort, and today also. And she was out the whole day, and the moment she walked into a house, again, the acidity and the bloatedness is coming up. So you want to look at, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here, Sunaina, and see if what's light for you. So is the earth, is your land where your house is the land asking for a contribution?
Yes.
Cool. Are you willing to give it what it's asking for? Or are you holding back?
Ready to give whatever it's asking for.
Whatever it's asking for, or is it a conditional gifting there? I can go there just because I know you. Is it a conditional gifting, or is it an unconditional gifting to the land?
Unconditional.
Awesome. So we all know the, many of us here, I think, know the tool contributing to the earth at a count of 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 4, 1 to 3, 4, 1 to 3, 4. And for all of you who've not heard this before and you're like, what the hell is that? This is something known as an energetic contribution that there are numbers, and these numbers you can actually contribute at the count of numbers. There are different numbers and different contributions based on those numbers. 3 and 4 is a beautiful contribution that you can be to the earth. The earth is asking for a contribution from each one of us. And 3 is also to change the past, and 4 is to create a different future. So, and 3 and 4 also does really well when you get a yes to the question, is the earth asking for a contribution? So right now, Sunaina, I'd like you to be present with the bloat, with the discomfort in your body, and everybody else here tonight who may have discomfort in their body or discomfort in their financial reality, with their relationships, or with anything else right now. Get present with that, please. Whatever you would like to change. Thank you. Yeah, just a little more. Put your barriers down and just get a little more present with that. Yeah, cool. Thank you. And everything that the earth is asking for, everything that, all the contribution that's required to change this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Wow. Cool. How is the body now?
Better.
Wonderful. I would really highly suggest that you get really present with the discomfort. You're welcome, Rashi. I would highly suggest you get really present with the discomfort and contribute by being present with the discomfort, not by just 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 4, but by actually being present with it. Okay? Your presence, your aggressive presence is all it takes to change your limitations. Are you willing to be the aggressive presence that's required?
Yes.
And everything that doesn't allow that times a godzillion. Would you all destroy and uncreate that, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, hot and pock on 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lovely. All right. So looks like it's a wind up, lovelies. Thank you all for, oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Holiwati. She says, I feel lighter. Wonderful. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, each one of you, for being here, whether you were on Zoom, whether you caught the Facebook Live, whether you caught the replays, whether you were on Insta with us. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I truly, truly, truly hope that this series has contributed to all of you. And I'd love to hear from you if it did. And I'm right here for all of you. If I can contribute in any way, just reach out. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. It was
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank
lovelies.
you.
And see you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.